Okay, so I want to jump straight in with a logistical puzzle for you.
Right, hit me.
You've got one computer, just one, but you need to let 8 different people control it.
Yep.
And these 8 people are in 8 different rooms, some of them up to 1,000 feet away from that computer. How do you do it?
Well, usually the IT department just says, buy 8 more computers or, use a remote desktop.
Exactly, but what if you can't? What if for security or because it's some legacy hardware, you need real physical access to that single machine?
Ah, okay. Now we're talking about a very specific kind of problem.
And that's the hardware solution we're deep diving into today. It's the NTI VOPEX-C5USBVA-8.
Which is a very long name for an 8-port VGA USB KVM splitter and extender.
So KVM is keyboard, video, and mouse.
Right. This box lets one computer, could be a PC, a Sun, even a Mac, be controlled by up to 8 remote workstations, all at the same time.
The thing that's so fascinating to me here isn't just the splitting, it's the centralization. You could lock the actual CPU in a secure vault while the operators are out on a factory floor 1,000 feet away.
That's the core idea, yeah.
Yeah.
You're separating the brains of the operation from the hands, and you're doing it with standard CT5 or CT6 cable.
The cheap stuff.
The cheap, easy-to-run stuff, not bulky, expensive video cables.
Okay, but let's talk signal quality, because we're talking VGA here. Analog.
Yeah.
I mean, I run a VGA cable across my office and I start to see ghosting. How can this possibly work over 1,000 feet?
Well, the specs are surprisingly good. They're claiming a max resolution of 2048 by 1536.
Wait, that's higher than standard HD.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Significantly. Now, there is a catch, of course. Physics is still a thing.
Right.
You get that top-tier resolution up to about 600 feet. If you push it to the full 1,000, it drops a bit to 1920 by 1200.
Which is still incredibly clear for an analog signal over that distance.
It's very impressive.
So how does it avoid that blurry rainbow effect you get with long cables, the color skew?
So the VOPEX unit has automatic video quality adjustment built in. It basically it realigns the red, green, and blue signals at the other end.
So it cleans it up for you.
It keeps the image sharp instead of letting it turn into a blurry mess.
But there's another headache, right? If you plug in 8 different monitors, maybe some are Dell, some are HP, the computer's graphics card usually has a meltdown.
Yes. The monitor identity crisis. This is where a feature called DDC emulation comes in.
DDC.
Display data channel. The device basically talks to all 8 monitors, figures out what resolutions they all support, and then it creates a sort of master list.
So it's like a universal translator. It negotiates a peace treaty between them all.
That's a great way to put it. It finds the common ground, so you don't get those out-of-range errors on half your screens.
And given that 1,000-foot range, you're not putting this in a normal office. This is for, like, industrial floors or bridging 2 buildings.
And the build quality shows that. It's a rugged steel box.
Yeah.
It's got surge protection built right in.
This thing is meant to survive.
Absolutely. And it's not just video. The specs mention it also carries stereo audio, CD quality.
And it supports more than just a standard keyboard and mouse, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, the support for USB touch screens or, interactive whiteboards is huge for industrial control panels.
But the one that stood out to me was the support for CAC card readers.
The smart ID cards.
Right, for government and military access.
Which brings us right back to that high security use case. You can have a secure login terminal right there, while the computer itself is locked down somewhere else entirely.
Okay, here's the one feature that it made me stop and reread the manual. It says, multiple users can enter data into the same program.
Oh, yes. Simultaneous input.
What does that even mean? So if I'm moving the mouse left and you're moving it right?
The cursor probably just jitters in the middle. Or you end up in a tug of war.
That sounds like absolute chaos.
It can be, but it also allows for, high-level collaboration. 2 engineers pointing at the same schematic from different rooms. It just requires human coordination.
A lot of coordination. But looking at the whole picture, this device is really a massive force multiplier. It turns one single terminal into a command center for 8 different locations.
I think it proves that even in this, cloud-first world, there is still a vital place for hardwired, zero-latency hardware that keeps your system secure and accessible.
So we'll leave you with this to think about. If 8 people can all control one mouse cursor at the same time, does that define the ultimate form of collaboration?
Or is it just the digital definition of too many cooks in the kitchen? I guess it depends on the cooks.
Thanks for listening to this deep dive. We'll catch you on the next one.